Hello, strong people. A little bit of a different intro here. This is kind of like a two-in-one video. So I do have to do some training, but I also always like to do a what's in my gym bag thing leading up to every show. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, start out by saying week 11, day 2, and the final day that I will be in the gym leading up to the actual show. So after tonight, no more gym, no more touching weights. Tomorrow we drive out, get to the hotel, stay there Wednesday, finish up the drive Thursday, check in, get my comp shirts, whatever else. Probably get some food, go to the store there, check into our Airbnb whenever we can. I don't think we can till 3. But I'm going to see if I can get in earlier, so we'll see. So today we got, as far as actual gym content, actual lifting content, throwing some bags. Not sure how much you'll be able to see them, but I'm going to have the door open so at least the light from in here will kind of go out. So you'll be able to see a little bit. Then it's real basic kind of bodybuilding stuff, I think. There's a little bit of cardio at the end just to stay moving, super light stuff. I know I have some like split squats, maybe some planks. So as far as actual lifting, not going to be a whole lot of that happening, but I'm sure you all want to know what I wear during the show, as if it's not pretty much the same thing every time. It's not really true, it depends. So I'm going to go event by event as long as I can remember the order, of course. We know memory is not my strong suit when it comes to anything gym related. I need to get this mustache hair trimmed. It's killing me. But event 1, already messed up. Friday night, it's going to be the log press. So the trump weight is 380, the lighter log is 350. Any amount of weight, any amount of reps on the trump log beats any amount of reps on the 350. If someone does 10 reps at 350 and I get one at 380, I beat them. I lifted heavier, so nobody's going to get 10 at 350. That'd be insane. But, well, not saying it's not possible, but that's a big ask in 60 seconds. So for that event, I will have from the feet to the head, we're going to go. So I'm going to have my Converse on over here, just standard old Converse. I need to get some new ones. I custom ordered these just because I like the color scheme. I don't know if I'll do that again, but probably need to invest in something a little bit better here coming up. I like the barefoot shoes. At least they're appealing to me. I've never tried them, but I might try those. So that's what I'm wearing on my feet. Knee sleeves. Got my SBD, just standard knee sleeves. I don't even think they had different kinds of knee sleeves back when I got these. These are the same ones I had at like my second competition. I think I bought sleeves going into my first show, but didn't wear them because I was like, I didn't train with them, so I'm not going to wear them in the show. I don't know, but I've been wearing those for years now, and you can tell because they smell. I swear, I washed them. 2 sessions later, doesn't even matter. It smells the same. So it is what it is. Deal with it. I'm the one that has to deal with it usually because I smell it the most. So got those on. And then just because we're on sleeves, I'm going to be wearing my SBD elbow sleeves. I love those. I really do. Same thing. Got them same time as that. I've messed around with other sleeves, like triple ply Cerberus ones. They're too small for me now, but it's too much. The lack of mobility when it comes to, and this isn't like across the board, like there's definitely lifts where I think they'd come in handy, but for me, when I messed around with them, I was kind of inexperienced in general, and it kind of just threw off my positioning. I couldn't get where I needed to be, and so now I'm bigger than I was back then, so the mobility thing may be even more of an issue if I put on stiffer sleeves like that. But they're triple ply knee sleeves. I like those. Once again, probably not for like moving events. They're just too restrictive. Unless you got a big enough size where they're not super tight, but that's kind of what they're made for. So anyway, back on track. After that, we got my soft belt. I always wear a soft belt underneath my hard belt. SBD hard belt. Same belt I've had for years now. I love it. I even have an extra lever in case anything happens to this one. So I'll probably bring that with me just in case. I initially had to get a new one because I thought it broke. There's pins in it, and the pins slide back and forth a little bit. Well, if they slide too far, they can slide out, of course. And I've never had that issue happen, but I don't think it's supposed to really happen that way. So sometimes I have to push the pins back in so they're flush with the rest of the lever. But I've had zero issues to the belt. I love that belt. Knock on wood. Now we're good. And that's all for lug. No grip shirt. No grip shirt allowed. I don't really care about grip shirts all that much. I don't wear wrist wraps on log. I just don't like it. For the neutral grip position, I don't see a benefit. Like, my hands are bending back this way. I don't really understand the idea of it. In a front rack, my hands are bent back this way naturally, but in this way, my hands are normal. I don't quite get the benefit of a wrist wrap. If anything, they make my hands kind of go in, and I end up pressing off of like the bottom of my palm instead of like in the middle where you want the most pressure. I just don't like it for log. Event 2, yoke walk, car walk, whatever you want to call it. It's a Volkswagen Beetle, like hollowed out, and they put a yoke inside it pretty much, and they put weights on it to make it 1,000 pounds. So 1,000 pounds, 50 feet. I got my moving event shoes. I'm thinking about reevaluating those because at these heavier weights, I do feel like they get a little squishy, and I don't know necessarily if I want that. I'm gonna rethink that in the future. Knee sleeves just for a little bit of extra support. Soft belt, hard belt, same thing. I want that core nice and tight, a good brace, because I'm carrying 1,000 pounds. I need to be as stable as possible. No wrist straps or anything. I used to wear them sometimes for yoke, but as I've gotten a little bit more experience, my wrist doesn't bother me with yoke anymore. I think I've just gotten better. I don't know. But that's the end of day 1. So that's just Friday. 2 events, and 2 events Saturday. Starting out with the deadlift. I got my deadlift slippers. I'm probably going to be wearing some leggings, whatever kind, whatever. They're just leggings to help the bar slide a little bit because I seem to have that issue where it sticks in my thighs. So that'll help with that. I'm going to have my deadlift suit. Obviously, I cannot forget that. I actually meant to have that laying here, and I forgot about it, so I reminded myself just now. So deadlift suit. Probably my Cerberus, like compression shorts underneath that. I'm wondering if that's throwing off my positioning a little bit. That may be a game day decision to not wear those, if I'm being honest. So we'll see. Straps, I guess we'll talk about, well, straps. I'm gonna be using these Cerberus ones. Just making sure they're the right ones. Yeah. These Cerberus ones I like because you're in there. You're not coming out of these. These OG figure 8s from Cerberus, I like them, but if you can see, the wrist hole on this is a lot smaller than the one on this. So this one gives you some movement in there, flexibility. But I've had situations where I slide out of these, and I cannot have that happening. I need to be on the bar, especially with my thumb on the bar. I have a small thumb, so if my hand starts sliding away from the bar, my thumb's probably coming off the bar. I need to be tight to the bar. These are just they're a backup. I'll still use them if I need to, if for whatever reason these give way, which I suppose is possible. They are fraying a little bit there, but even then they're still gonna work. So backup, primary, double backup. I just love Iron Mind straps, the standard figure 6, whatever you want to call them. I didn't know they were figure 6 until forever ago. I know that sounds contradictory, but for a long time I just called them straps. I heard someone call them figure 6, and I was like, I could see that. And then belt, not a soft belt, not really even a need for one on the deadlift suit, because you're kind of like wearing a giant soft belt. So just a hard belt there. And I'll have like a tank top or something on under the suit, and then competition shirt over the suit, just because they want to show off sponsors, logos and stuff. They don't want the logo of the deadlift suit sticking out, making things look kind of ugly. Not that their logos are ugly, but just generally speaking. That's the deadlift. And then the sandbag medley. Oh, and I should mention the deadlift is I think it's 705 for the small weight. I say small weight, but it's still 705, or 820. 820 is the trump weight on axle. That is insane. I prepped in training as if I'm going for it, so that's the plan. I still feel confident in hitting that 820. I've hit it before. I've hit heavier than that before. It's just, I need to do it game day, okay? It's kind of a make or break thing, like if you try 820 and you fail, you just shaved like 3 or 4 reps off of your 705 in terms of time, in terms of energy, because failing a big weight like that takes a lot more out of you than actually getting that weight. So, gonna be a gamble there. We'll see how warm-ups feel day of course, but the plan is 820. And then, so final event, day 2, final event of the preliminary round as well. Sandbag, push medley. So I'm going to carry a 325 bag down 50 feet, I think it's 50 feet. Run back, grab a Husafell sandbag. So it's just a sandbag in the shape of a Husafell. That's 350, carry that 50 feet down, and then push that sled back. Pretty simple. I'm going to wear no knee sleeves for that. On that push back, your quads are screaming. So I want to leave that open for some blood flow. So no knee sleeves on that. It's just going to be moving event shoes, soft belt, hard belt. Yeah, that's going to be a fun event. I'm excited to see that because it's different. We don't see pushes all that often. Usually it's pulls. And then if I'm lucky enough to get to the finals, we have sandbag toss, just your standard, I think it's 6 bags, 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 55, no. I think the first bag is 40. There's one bag in there that's duplicate. I want to say it's 40, 45, 45, 50, 55, 60. I know the last 2 bags are 55 and 60 because those two are going to be tough. The first 4 I'm pretty confident in. I've done them before. It's over 15 feet, pretty much standard height. You see higher every now and then, but for just, it's 15 feet. So probably not a great event for me compared to a lot of these guys, but it is what it is. Got to do the best you can. Next event is the wrecking ball hold. So this is new across the board. To my knowledge, none of these guys have done this before, unless they've been at a Giants live show that's done it, or a local show that's made their own version. But none of these guys really do local shows. They're pro-ams, big shows, OSG. It's their primary thing. So this may be the first time we've all touched it, other than prep leading into it. So it's 600 pounds. I'm pretty sure that's Giants live weight. So as far as equipment for that, probably just a regular shoe. I'm not going to use no belt. Can't use straps. I don't think knee sleeves are really going to make sense. There's really nothing to use. It's just your hands, you're holding it in place for however long you can. And then it's pretty simple. It's all there is for that event. It is what it is. It's going to suck if I get there, but I'm going to be glad I got there. Atlas Stones final event. I think it's 5 stones or 6 stones. 300, 325, 350, 375, 400. I think the last stone's 200 kilos, 440. I don't know the weights. It doesn't really matter. Game day, it doesn't matter what the weights are. You just got to go lift it, whatever it is. So, a lot more confident in stones now that I, narrowly missed that 465, stupid tacky. But I have my tacky in this bag here. It's going to be like frozen solid, so I'm going to have to warm that up for a little while in the house whenever we get there. Got WD-40 to wash that off, a little bit of Goo Gone, probably need more of that, just in case. And then this is Cerberus Atlas spray or whatever it's called. I just use that on under my knee sleeves. My legs get kind of dry and my knee sleeves don't really stick that well. So I just kind of spray that underneath them so my knee sleeves stay up. There's like no real, I don't gain an advantage by using that or anything. It just helps my knee sleeves stay up. And then of course, not a sponsor, but Grip Mountain Liquid Chalk, straight up my favorite chalk I've ever used. I don't really know what it is. I don't understand why it's the best, but I was a hardcore hater of liquid chalk for a while until I tried this, and it's literally that good. Like I prefer to use this over standard chalk. It stays on my hands. It doesn't go away. There's like no real reapplying if you don't want to. I still do because I like chalk, but great product. Highly recommend. Not sponsored, not affiliated. It's just a great product. And then some bands for warming up. A red band, an orange band. And that's pretty much it. That's everything I'm taking with me as far as equipment. I obviously have my snacks and whatever else I got to take with me, but that's everything I need for this weekend. Everything I need to compete at OSG. Hope you like that. It's probably a really long segment, so I'm going to pause this now and move on to the actual throwing event and whatever else I have tonight. So, check in with you in a few minutes. All right, so pretty much gonna call it there. I have to do split squats and like one other thing. It's just like 2 sets of 15. I showed kind of the important stuff. It's really about it. There's nothing to do the week of a show really other than just move around a little bit. I really was looking forward to the pin swings, the light pin swings, just to kind of feel the quads fire, feel the hips drive, the glutes. The sandbag toss felt great. I felt so explosive, which is great. I mean, I threw that first bag and I was like, oh, we're launching these bags. So I'm just pleasantly surprised by that. Well, not surprised. Like right now, I should be starting to feel better, and it showed there. Like it felt like everything was clicking on those bags. That's good. That's a good little confidence boost going into the show. So, sorry, there's not much lifting content. It's just how it is this time of prep. I know I say that every time, but that's just that's just how it goes. I know you guys signed up to see lifting, but this is I want to vlog every bit of the training. So, this is part of it. I am training for the show right now, whether it looks like it or not. And that's just a mindset thing. I know that I don't have much to do today, and I know it's light. I know it's probably kind of boring, but if I still think of it as training, then it's still training. So I treat it as such. So I'm going to call it there. go clean up, shower, do the usual thing. Probably going to run to a grocery store tonight so I can get some food to take with me tomorrow. Just so I have, that way I'm not buying a whole cart of groceries when I get there Thursday. I'm going to get, like the essentials like beef there, just because I don't want to take beef with me. I don't want to carry it in my bag or whatever. I have to worry about refrigerating it. I would just cook a bunch tonight, but I'd rather do it fresh there so it's not miserable to eat. But that's honestly the good part about this is I get to cook. I don't have to just eat a bunch of leftover food like I usually do whenever, like for nationals, I always have to take food with me because there's no place to cook it there. I have a microwave, but I just warm it up, and after a while it starts tasting nasty. But whenever it's made fresh, pretty good. So that's about all I got to say. So next time I see you guys, it'll actually be recapping the show. That's kind of crazy to think about. So yeah, let's go put on a show. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.